Welcome to GE's Power Talks. This morning we're going to talk about UPS system architectures. We're going to talk about parallel redundant, block redundant, also known as catcher, shared redundant, 4n/3 or some similar number, system plus system, and a new one, isolated parallel ring bus. Very common UPS architecture is what we call the parallel redundant. This is illustrated in an n+1 system, could be more redundant, n+2, where n is the amount of load that you require, and you add redundant modules. Problem with this is typically that there is a single point of failure on the bus. Second one is block redundant. This is also known as a catcher system, and in this system we have sufficient capacity in UPS modules to supply the loads and a spare one. And if the spare one is required, it's switched in using an ATS. Potential problems with this architecture are that the ATS, again, is a single point of failure. The third is a shared redundant. This is also known as a 4n/3, although it may be configured in slightly different ways. This one illustrates 4 UPS modules connected to a bunch of loads, but you can see that the interconnect is fairly complex. It does allow for dual feeding of each of the loads until one UPS module fails, and then all of the load is still supported. Problem with this is figuring out where you add new loads. It's a complex interconnect structure. System plus system is fairly well known and is probably the most reliable system. But here you have a complete system on one side of the load and a complete system on the other. So the number of modules is twice the capacity of your loads. It has to be configured this way because if one system fails, the other system is still able to support the entire load. Third and last one is a new architecture for static UPSs, and this is called IP ring bus. In this case, we put UPS modules and loads onto a bus which is a ring shape. Now, if any one of those UPSs fails, bus transfer happens for power from one unit to another. So you still support the load, you still support both sides of the load, even with one UPS failed. It's also very simple and easy to scale. Adding modules to the ring is straightforward, and scaling up to a larger system is very, very easy. You also have the ability to do concurrent maintenance. This is where you want to be able to maintain a system without taking the entire system down. You can take one UPS offline, do its maintenance, replace batteries, whatever it needs to happen, and then put it back online without interrupting power to the load and without making your load go to a single feed. I hope you found this talk informative. If you need further information, please contact your local GE representative or visit us on our website for more information. Thanks for your time.